Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Kooblings. Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack podcast, Nintendo versus Scalpers. Dun, dun, dun. Nintendo's after everybody lately. How are you, Donnie? How are you, Delvin?
Donnie's not here.
No,
Donnie's
he's
here,
not
but
here.
he's
This
not
is
here.
this is the Rebecca and Delvin show today.
Yes.
Facts.
The true stars of PSVG. Not those other scrubs.
Delvin, also known as the urban champion of PSVG. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Busy, but doing pretty good. Still haven't played no games yet, but watching some movies, getting ready for Decade of Horror.
Nice. Oh, yeah, Decade of already? It's July.
It's Halloween.
Rebecca.
Once you've passed July 4th, it's Halloween now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got to start. It's a lot of movies to watch.
Did you go
Gotta
see
make my top
Maxine
5
yesterday?
list. I have not.
I went and saw Maxine yesterday.
Did you like it?
I did. Yeah, I liked
Okay,
it.
good.
I don't oversell it or anything. I didn't love it. It's not my favorite movie or anything, but I liked it. It's okay.
I was surprised by the movie I watched yesterday because I thought it was going to be terrible, and it was actually pretty fucking decent.
What'd you watch?
Winnie the Pooh, Blood Honey 2.
Oh, God. Not this again.
No.
I thought we were over with this.
Did you say
No, I will
Winnie
tell
the
you this one.
Pooh?
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you this one.
Oh, God.
Let me be honest, people. I've been playing this for years. The first one's fucking terrible.
Of course it is.
It's
Of course
really
it
bad.
is.
It's really,
Rebecca,
the first
once
one's,
these
really bad.
once these IPs hit the common, whatever, the Creative Commons
Public
that you can use it.
domain.
Yeah.
Yes,
People
public
just
domain.
started making crappy horror movies out of them that Delvin likes, that he likes to try and stick up for.
No, the first one was terrible. It's
So
really
if
bad.
the first one was terrible, what would make you think that the second one was going to be better?
Because people actually said it was really good. People actually
No,
said
you
it was
can't
really
just
good.
listen to what people say. People say a lot of things are good all the time.
That is true, and they often lie to me. So I watched it and I was pleasantly surprised. It's like because the first one did really well in theaters. It made I think 3-4 million, and they probably made it for $5 and a ham sandwich.
Is this going to
Donnie
get us? Would this get us knocked off the internet?
Probably.
Is that like a thing?
I am
watching-
Can I just do this
certain.
for the rest of the show and I'll watch the
Some
race?
British race.
Grand
Don't say it,
Prix.
Rebecca.
Grand
Grand
Prix.
Prix. Yeah,
It is something.
it's really
So
good.
what was so good about this movie, Delvin?
They put effort in it.
Oh,
They made an actual movie instead of doing something for jokes and fun, and it was an actual movie with a plot, and it was a lot more production. Like the first movie, everything looked fake and stupid. The half of the time I watched the first movie, is that supposed to be a mask and a person under it, or supposed to actually be a monster?
so is it just Winnie the Pooh, or are other characters like Eeyore in it? Because I love Eeyore.
Well, I have some bad news for you, Rebecca.
He's not in
Yours
it.
dead.
What? What do you
They
mean
killed-
he's dead?
Okay, I can spoil Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey Part 1 because nobody gives a fuck. The whole plot of the movie is this: that Christopher Robins, the whole thing with Winnie the Pooh, if people know the story of Winnie the Pooh, they know the story of Winnie the Pooh. Christopher Robins, as a kid, was in the 100-acre woods hanging out with Winnie the Pooh and his friends and stuff like that. He leaves because he grows up and stops hanging out there. And no one's taking care of the animals there. And they become hungry and bloodlust, and they start starving to death.
Oh my god.
So they kill Eeyore and eat Eeyore to survive.
Just Eeyore? Not even the other ones?
And then once they eat flesh, they start wanting it. So now every time somebody, one, they're hunting down Christopher Robins because they want revenge. And two, anytime someone
What
comes
is
to
even
them,
happening
they
right now?
revenge,
Nobody wants
they
this.
murder them.
That's so sad.
It's a Nintendo
First
show.
movie.
Eeyore is like the most wholesome, like kind-hearted, vulnerable character.
That's why you eat him, because he's depressed.
That's actually, he's got you there. That's the one that
Yeah,
gets
you
eaten.
eat the,
That's what
you eat the
happens.
depressed one.
That's
Eeyore
what
would
you
be the
get.
one who would be like, "Yeah, you can eat me. It's fine."
No.
he would 100% be like, "Yeah, I get it. Everybody saw him.
I guess.
Everyone needs to survive. I get it.
Yeah. He would be the one who would sacrifice himself.
Do what you
Aw.
gotta do.
Aw, poor Eeyore.
But yeah, but the second movie is actually really good, and they even make fun of the first movie.
Yes. Max,
So I
the
was like,
second.
really- the race is getting good.
You just passed Norris, man.
I'm very happy
who that
for
is.
both of you for the race and for Winnie the Pooh 2 being better. What is it? What is it called? Winnie the Pooh
Blood and Honey 2.
Blood and Honey?
Yes.
2.
Okay, 2. Okay.
You're a Hamilton fan, right, Rebecca?
Yeah.
He's in first.
Wait,
There you go.
I'm sorry.
At
what?
his home race, he's in first.
I thought you meant Hamilton
Here
the
we go.
musical.
I knew.
No, I meant Lewis Hamilton, the incredible race car driver.
I have no idea who that is. I thought you were
You
talking about
asked me about
Alexander
him.
Hamilton.
Why would I be talking about Alexander Hamilton? How does that?
Alexander Hamilton is first in the race right now.
He's
Like, yeah,
leading
I like
the British
Hamilton
Grand
the
Prix.
musical.
This show.
Be-
I'm a big fan of
behind him is
Lin-Manuel
Aaron
Miranda.
Burr.
I was gonna just skip out on the show, and now I'm thinking I probably should have.
No.
I'd probably we should just turn it off. We'll just go back. We'll just catch them next week, guys.
Behind Hamilton is Aaron Burr.
Okay, good. I'm glad to
Yeah.
know that. So
Just a
Delvin has
shot
not
behind
been
him.
playing video games. He's been watching scary Winnie the Pooh sequels.
Yes.
Donnie is preoccupied with a British Grand Prix, which is not Star Fox Grand Prix, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I have been traveling a lot up back and forth from North Carolina. Last week I was in North Carolina. Now I'm here today. I'm home. But I did play a video game. I played Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
What is that?
Oh
I know
my
what
god.
that is.
Well, you remember DDR, right? Like way back in
Mhm.
the day, like the dance
I was
pads and
terrible
the
at it.
arcades and the whatnot. I loved DDR growing up. I had DDR Extreme 2 for the PlayStation 2, and I loved it. I was very good at it. And I've been having an itch lately to dig into your closet and find your DDR dance pad and your GameCube and Mario Mix and a controller, and we can play it. And he said yes. So he did all that. He pulled it out, plugged it in. The game sucks.
Surprise.
So, first
Shocking.
of all, it's not, I mean, it's DDR, but it is so beginner friendly to the fact that the hardest mode is painfully slow.
Oh.
Like normal mode, like I don't know how there can be easy mode because normal mode is like one note every like 30 seconds. Also, as far as the music, there's like some Mario, the rest of it is like public domain music, like Pomp and Circumstance and like Mozart shit. And like they didn't want to pay for real music, I guess. Like they could have put like real other Nintendo IP songs. So Mario Mix is bad, but it was fun while it lasted, and it led me down a like regular music and make DDR tracks into it, and like you can use your dance pad or like, you know, whatever kind of songs that people are like modding DDR steps for. That's what my summer goals are gonna be.
Well,
Nice.
in honor of your summer goals, I'm going to go to Taco Bell and eat more food. I'm going to get fatter. So the 10 pounds you lose, I will gain 10 pounds.
Okay. Deal.
That works for me.
Other than that, I've just been back into my Animal Crossing shit and a little Splatoon here and there.
Uh-oh.
And still Ace Attorney. I don't really have anything else good to talk about, so
See, that's why we were talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey too. See,
Yeah, no, I haven't really played anything. I played like this stuff. I haven't played Switch a whole lot this week. I didn't play a whole lot period this week, but the little bit that I did play video games this week, it wasn't on Switch. The July 4th is always, it's like our busiest week of the year. So it's just a long week. And then like my wife's car broke down and all kinds of stuff's happening. Like,
That's-
so I wasn't really in the mood. Even going to see Maxine yesterday, I wasn't like actually like particularly like excited to go. You
So
know,
was
Is
it's just
that
kind of like
Maxine with the
oh.
3 eyes?
3X.
X.
Oh,
Max,
3X.
XX,
Sorry. Yeah.
You know what that means.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I did talk about it last week. I haven't played it since, but I still think you need to put 1,000 times resist on your to-do list. Rebecca.
Yeah. I know.
I
It's on
have
there.
that game.
I think you like it too, Dove, and I do. It's an adventure game. Like, it's a walking around adventure game. It's like, it's actually kind of hard to explain. I don't want to give anything away for it. I don't know how long I'm into it. I mean, 4 or 5 hours. Like, I don't know. I've maybe played half of it. There is incredible writing and story in the game. Like, incredible. Like, really good. That's actually the only reason I've played it, or I've kept wanting to play it, is because of the story. There are times where I'm just like so into the dialogue, which is all voiced, by the way, that like I really want to just see where it's going, because it's telling this like, I don't know, this mysterious, curious, like sci-fi thing that has a lot of like real world parallels with like trauma and like pandemics and all this kind of stuff. And it kind of has like this Scarlet Nexus type of sci-fi look to it and everything. It's pretty rad. It's pretty cool. It is told from a woman's perspective, especially as she comes through adolescence, and there's a lot of stuff like that I think Rebecca would appreciate a lot of. And it's dark. It's just another reason why I think Rebecca would enjoy it. It's very dark. It's a very dark.
Should I
game.
get it on Switch or Steam?
That's the interesting thing. I'm playing it on Switch, playing it in handheld, and handheld only, it's fine. It's not particularly great, but it's definitely playable. In docked, I'd actually maybe make the argument that I think it's probably unplayable. For whatever reason, when they scale it up, it just runs like trash. So I don't know, Rebecca. I would tell you to get it wherever it's cheaper. I imagine it's better on Steam Deck, like just 1-to-1. It's probably better.
It's only $2 cheaper right now.
Yeah.
Deal.
If you only play your Switch in handheld, I think it's fine to play it there. I think you're gonna like it. My only thing is, it's interesting. Like, I've gone through several like pick up and put down periods with the game where like I don't want to play it again, but then I start playing and I get another bit of the story and I'm like, I gotta keep playing. I want to keep playing. But it's just the gameplay moments, the gameplay segments. You just kind of run around these environments talking to people. There's a time looping mechanic, like where you can like traverse time, and but you just kind of run around and pick up things and talk about things, and there are these little segments where you're like floating around, like I don't know, like again, like the astral plane, I guess, and you just like zip around to like these, I don't even know what to call them, like these symbols. You find these symbols in the space, and you just like fly to them, and you just have to like point and click your way through this. I really don't like them. I don't really understand why they're there. It's just like something to do. It's like, see, it's a video game. Like, you know, like this is a video game. You're like, why is this? Nobody wants this at all. They usually have like some big grand thing you're kind of zipping around. So like, I kind of get it. But after you do it, like I've done it like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times. After you do it like twice, you're like, okay, I'm kind of over it.
It overstays its welcome, that part.
A little, and it's long. Like for a game of what it is, I've read that it's like 15 hours, 20 hours long. So I'm only like 5 or 6 hours in. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but like I kind of want somebody else to tell me what happened. Like that's I want to know what happens, but I don't know if I want to know what happens enough to.
I am a chronic, I don't finish games type of player. I think you can enjoy a game and get a great experience out of it without rolling credits.
Yeah. I just want to know. I know what's happening. There is this big grand sci-fi all mother type thing that I kind of get it. Like I know what happens, but I want to know the details. Have either of you ever read the book like The Giver?
Yes.
There's a lot of parallels here, I think, with The Giver.
I love that book. Oh my god.
Me too. That's what it reminds me of the most. Like these characters in the game you come across, they serve roles for the society.
Okay,
so like there's the healer and there's the fixer, and you play as the watcher, and yeah.
You sold me with that comparison.
I really think this is your shit. Like I really do. It might be your game of the year.
I'll bump it up on the priority.
It's my friend's. My friend is the one who put it on my radar. It's his favorite game. I think what I told you guys. He's like, I absolutely love this game. It's my favorite game.
Oh,
And I was
that's a
blown
movie
away.
too, The Giver.
When I looked it up, the funny thing about it is, this like it has really great reviews. Like the people that like it love it. Like they love this game. I'm surprised there's not more buzz for it. To be quite honest with you,
It came out this year.
yeah, I think so.
I think it came out this month.
What?
I think it's been out a little longer than that. 1,000 times resist. I think it's been out longer than that.
May 9th.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my contribution to the show.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm still playing that whenever I can, but like right now, I'm playing. I'm almost done with Doom 64. It's a lot harder than I remember. As I'm getting to the later levels, I'm like, damn, this game is kicking my ass. Yeah, but I think like this week I'm gonna play a lot of the crew. I'm gonna play a lot of the crew until NCAA comes out. We are on the cusp of college football releasing, which long listeners of PSVG know I've been waiting for ever since we started. I think episode 1 I might have been talking about NCAA football. So
That's correct.
I'm stoked.
And I was told I cannot buy it by Dev. He said don't support it because you're not going to play it.
What?
He said,
buy the game.
He said he know I'm not going to play the game, so don't buy the game.
Wow.
He bullied me into not buying the game.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know how he did it. He's like 5 inches shorter than me, but he did.
Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix.
Oh,
by about a second, maybe 2 seconds over Max. It's a great race.
Hamilton.
Best race of the year. Best race, honestly, this might have been the best race in a couple years. So
very
great
very proud of
great
Alexander
race.
Hamilton for doing that.
Good job.
So wait, so your race is so I was gonna offer to read the news, but now
you can read it if you want.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to?
I don't care.
We have a very exciting NSO update this week. They have added Urban Champion, Golf, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Mock Rider, The Mystery of Atlantis, Solar Jetman, and Cobra Triangle, all available now in your NES app. Woo! Get hype! Urban Champion,
this is your shit, Delvin.
Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Woo!
This is your deserted island. This is what you're playing.
Yes.
You're playing golf.
Junior Math.
Just golf. Game is so bad.
I remember golf.
So bad.
Where is this love for the Super Nintendo games?
Oh, it doesn't exist over in Delvin and Dev's land.
I love Super Nintendo.
No, they don't. Not as much as the
16 and under.
NES. Rebecca.
I want
They
them
love it.
to drop some really, really like obscure hits, like the Twisted Tales of Spike McFang,
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Give me my Sim City, like
2000. That's a good one.
You're just setting yourself up for disappointment. We're not getting shit.
Ugh.
I like
Take your
Cobra
Solar Jetman
Triangle.
and like it.
Cobra Triangle is pretty awesome.
I heard it's pretty good.
It's also available in Rare Replay. It's a rare game.
Wait, do you guys remember a couple years ago that Grinch leak from the Smash DLC fighters?
I do.
Wasn't Mock Rider one of the
I don't remember.
fighters? There was like some kind of weird rumor saying that Mock Rider. I think it was the Grinch leak.
Josh has got my back.
correct me.
Cobra Triangle is pretty awesome.
Okay. Somebody fact check that. Was Mock Rider rumored to be a Smash DLC fighter? And everybody was like, how? Why? What?
I remember Mock Rider. That was a good
They
game.
really are, Josh. They are adding Rare Replay to Switch. Like one game at a time, but they're slowly
That's how
getting
you
there.
do it.
I would too. I would play Banjo-Tooie
Yeah, of course.
after I beat Banjo 1E.
Cobra Triangle has like those weird controls, like the RC Pro-Am stuff, and it's hard. But once you get around the controls, it is fun.
Okay. Can't wait to play Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
Yeah, I'm not
That's the
doing
one.
that.
Okay.
I can find some multiplication.
Urban Champion.
Nintendo is not just adding these beloved NES classics, but they're going the extra mile and they're going after Switch modders. Dun dun dun. They have filed a lawsuit against Ryan Daly. Is that how you say it? Daly? who operates the online store Modded Hardware, which
I like
sold
Dally
modded-
better, just because I
Dally.
think it sounds dumber. Like
Ryan
it's more of a villain name.
Dally. He sold modded Switch hardware offered a modding service and the MIG Switch cartridges. Those are the ones that are the flash carts. Is that what that was?
Yeah, you put them in and you like click the button, it changes games.
Yeah.
Who's
According to Nintendo's complaint, Dally agreed in March to stop selling these unauthorized devices, but he continued to do so anyway. Dun dun dun.
Good job, Dally.
And not just that, but Nintendo is also suing James Williams, who moderates the subreddit Switch Pirates. That subreddit has over 190,000 members, and Nintendo claims that Williams is the operator, overseer, and driving force behind several pirate shops through which the defendant has offered massive libraries of pirated Nintendo Switch games. It also provides quotes of Williams stating on Reddit that he refuses to pay Nintendo money for its products. They said defendant is well aware that his conduct is unlawful and infringes Nintendo's intellectual property rights. Indeed, defendant has bragged publicly that he is a pirate who isn't going to give Nintendo $50 for a game. Now listen, I think these are the kind of people that ruin it for everybody.
Oh, for sure.
I'm all for doing crimes, but be humble.
Don't get caught.
Don't be greedy.
I think there's a difference between downloading Mock Rider for the NES on your phone versus being like, Mario Wonder, I ain't paying $60 for that. I'm downloading it right now. Shut up.
I just thought to myself, she said that. I was like, I wonder what Nintendo's lawyers would say. You see Rebecca, she's like Ace Attorney. She's on the stand. I think there's a difference between downloading Mock Rider and they're like, objection!
There is no difference, ma'am.
Yeah, they're like, excuse me?
We just offered it on Nintendo Switch Online. Therefore, you can pay for it right now. Take that!
But yes, I think most people would agree with you. There's something, I don't think Nintendo cares a whole lot if you're playing Super Nintendo games on your phone. When you start ripping their actual software, their retail software, and then distributing it, they care a great deal. So
Yeah.
I hope this person gets the book.
Especially one saying that, telling them you're going to stop and then not stopping. You're just asking for trouble. They already have their eyes on you. Who you think you're not going to get caught?
You're doing it
for real.
Yeah, you're caught in 4K. You have a whole damn Reddit dedicated to the whole operation.
And then bragging arg, I'm a pirate. I ain't paying up. Shut up.
I am curious. How much money he had to be making to be like, nah, fuck this. I'll take the chance. He had to be making a decent amount of money to be like, I'll take the chance. They sue me, I'll be all right.
Well, how do you make money doing that?
Well, he's selling the cartridges and he's selling the service and he was selling modded consoles. I don't think he's making a lot of money, and I think maybe that's
the second
point.
guy, James Williams, who's bragging I'm a pirate.
Yeah, that I don't know. I was thinking maybe they weren't making a whole lot and they just thought Nintendo wouldn't care. They wouldn't care enough.
F around and find out.
Well, I mean, yeah. There's a reason why the ninjas have the reputation they have.
Nintendo's known for caring. That's all they do is care. They
That's
care
true.
too much.
Very true.
Nintendo even talked about console scalping in a shareholder response. They said, as a countermeasure against resale, we believe that the most important thing is to produce sufficient numbers to meet customer demand. And this idea has not changed since last year. In addition, we are also considering whether we can take some other measures to the extent permitted by law, taking into account the circumstances in each region. I hope that means that we're not going to have a problem getting that Zelda Switch Lite, which by the way still has not gone up for pre-order.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting the Zelda Switch Lite.
Mario 64 had the gall to tweet a deal about the Nintendo Switch Lite Blue, and I saw it on my phone, Nintendo Switch Lite, and I raced to my computer and I'm like, oh, it's not the Zelda one.
Right.
Yeah, you should
I'm wondering if we're getting it all at this point. It's what is going on over there?
I hope this means that we'll be able to get that and the Switch 2 without wanting to pull our hair out, because I know that the PS5 was a hell of a time to get for like a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scalpers stink.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo can out-manufacture that issue. They can try. And, I mean, at this point, this console generation has been on so long, they should. They should just be manufacturing these to stack up in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, they should just be making them now. Just have them
Yeah,
backed
but
up somewhere.
I don't know. I think it's a nice thing to say. We'll see. I still expect
war
scalping to happen.
I hate scalpers.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I can't go see Sabrina Carpenter. I'm so mad.
Who?
Yeah, I have no
Teenage
idea.
Witch?
I tried to buy her tickets. I sat in the pre-sale line and the general sale line, and they all got sold out, and now they're being sold for hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
Didn't
tickets
Taylor
are real
Swift
bad
fix
with
that?
scalpers.
Ticketmaster is still being sued for like 20 different things. And then after all that, and after I bought Green Day tickets, I get an email from Ticketmaster that's like, by the way, we're really sorry, but like we had a data breach and like your credit card information may have been stolen. I'm like, really? So all those service fees that I pay, like you can't even protect my data? I hate
Nope.
Ticketmaster.
They're not about protecting your data. They're about protecting their data. Your data doesn't matter.
mad.
You just buy them goddamn tickets.
So
You
mad.
just pay the Taylor Swift money.
Ugh.
They'll
Whatever.
sell your data.
Yeah, that's fine.
So upsetty spaghetti.
Breach.
Yeah, right. Right? Anyway, anything else on the scalping and Nintendo going feral?
I want my light. I can't believe we're in this place here in 2024 where I want a Switch Lite.
I know,
I
right?
don't think that has anything to do with the scalping, Donnie.
They're going to scalp that too.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, of course.
What? No, not eventually. They're going to scalp. It's a Zelda system. They're going to scalp that
It's
too.
not coming out.
People tried to scalp the Hyrule one, and then just like nobody bought it. There's just lots of listings of this damn Zelda edition on the online. But yeah, that light is sexy.
It is. I'll tag you as soon as it goes up, as long as you tag me.
I appreciate that.
All right. There is a Splatoon 3 expansion pass bundle that's releasing. So is that with a Nintendo Switch? Or is that the game?
No, it's the game with the DLC. It's all being bundled together. They announced that in Japan, and it's coming over here. And it just made me think of that guy. It's like, I'll make you pay for this.
I was thinking about the same thing.
Right?
He's not gonna be happy about this.
Just the Arthur fist shake. He's just, I can't keep getting away with it.
He's gonna buy those and smash them all up. Now this is interesting. Nintendo has now announced that their supply of spare parts for the Wii U in Japan has run out. They will no longer be accepting repair requests for the console. This already happened in North America like a year or two ago, and now in Japan they're like, "Yep, sorry, we can't repair your Wii U anymore. We don't got no parts."
Here comes the price rise.
Yep.
Wii U's going back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I shared the article from VGC where they were like, the Wii U was ahead of its time. Here we are going to remember its legacy. They just dropped that podcast this week. I was like, you bunch of Johnny come lately mother.
We were there. We can always say we were the Wii U hipsters.
Bunch of posers.
All right, now for my favorite story of the week. Remember last week I talked about Summer Games Done Quick, the speed run game marathon for Doctors Without Borders. My favorite run during the entire week was a Shiba Inu dog named Peanut Butter. He played the SNES game Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball, a classic, by the way. He used a modded controller with buttons on it. It like sat around him. It was rigged so that the buttons were matched up with like controller inputs, and he was pressing the buttons with his paws. So the owner would give him a command. He would press the correct button, playing the game. Well, I watched the whole thing, guys, and it was tied going into extra innings. He ended up winning the game in 28 minutes with a walk-off home run in the 12th inning. It was more exciting than the World Series, let me tell you, and I've been there twice.
Was the dog responding to the visual inputs on the TV or just the owner?
You know what? I don't know.
You
I'm
watched it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just
The owner.
yeah. So it was like a pair. It's still impressive, but at this point you just
Well,
trained
he
a
had
dog
to
to press a button.
swing. Yeah, but he had to swing at the right time. He had to press it, hit
That's what I was
time.
wondering, because I was wondering if the dog was staring at the TV and like pressing the swing button on his own. That would have
No,
been
he was hearing the
impressive.
commands from
I
his
gotcha.
owner, like, but it was like with each button, like there are several buttons. Like in that game, you have to like not just swing, but like if you're
Sure.
pitching,
Oh, yeah.
you have to pitch certain types. It was very exciting. The crowd was super funny. They were doing like baseball chants the whole time. Instead of foam fingers, they had foam paws that they were
That's
like
cute.
holding up. It was very
That's
adorable.
adorable.
They're chanting, and then during the 7th inning stretch, the dog came out and was like doing like little stretches. It was so cute.
The next game that we get is peanut butter baseball.
Yeah,
You know,
I would play that. I would play that personally.
How long? So that dog had to sit down for like almost 30 minutes to play this damn game?
Yes, 28 minutes was the time.
got nothing better else to do.
Go be a dog. Go catch a
Just gotta
frisbee.
go
or
lay
some
down.
shit.
Well, he was getting lots of treats. He got lots of cheese and treats. It was really cool though to see how they set it up with the modded controller around him. This is the second game that Peanut Butter has played for Games Done Quick.
Was it like the Xbox adaptive controller, or did they make their own controller?
No, they made their own controller.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And this ended up appearing on ESPN's weekly highlights.
They still do that?
Mhm.
I haven't watched it. I find ESPN basically like unbearable these days.
That's because they're putting on dog highlights, playing video games.
It's just 23 hours a day. It's like 4 people screaming at each other.
Yeah.
It's like they don't show sports or anything anymore. It's just like talking heads, just like blah, 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 blah. It's like, what is going on over here? Where are the sports part?
It was very exciting. I think that if you're going to go back and watch anything from Games Done Quick, that is a run to watch.
I'm gonna have to
Especially
find the
if you just-
TikTok.
If you just watch like, highlights or something. Yeah, I'm sure there's a TikTok. It's very good.
Probably.
My TikTok. Can I just tangent?
Yes. Are you in the Gnome and Knights War TikTok?
The fuck is that?
What?
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear more about this. What gnome TikTok are you watching?
No, this is not my
David
feed. This
the
is
gnome got
Josh's
anything.
feed. So,
Oh.
have you seen that little
Uh-oh.
gnome that is like green with a white hat that goes into stores and like harasses the retail workers?
No.
What?
Oh my god, no, that's gone viral. Anyway, it is stemmed from that there is a war between the gnomes and the knights, but there's like this whole plot, like there's wizards involved, and then like everybody was taking sides. Like the witches were like, we're on the gnome
This is
side.
gonna be the next
and, like the
Helldivers album.
sirens and like the
Gnomes
mice.
versus knights.
Everybody
This is
was
going to the
taking
next Splatoon
sides.
challenge.
And then do you know what happened? The knights realized that the wizards were actually tricking them and that the gnomes were
From the
not
moon.
evil.
The
so the war is
gnomes,
over
wizards, and the Hawk Tuah girl. Next Splatfest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pick
Yeah.
one.
Okay,
They
so
all
tell me
talk
about your
being
TikTok.
Blood and honey
It
too.
sucks. My TikTok is inundated with live videos. It's like every other video is a live video, live video, live video. I can't get it to stop. I press. I'm
seen
not
live videos
interested.
on
I'm not
TikTok
interested in
forever.
this. I'm not interested in that. I hate this creator. Please stop. And it just keeps happening. I like kind of stopped using TikTok for like 2 weeks because it's just getting annoyingly to even like open.
Wait,
So throw it. Go ahead.
that's so wild because you just made me realize that I have not seen a TikTok live show up on my feed in weeks.
I don't know what was going on with the algorithm, but mine was fucked. So I threw a Hail Mary the other day, and you can go into the settings and you can like erase all of your data, like whatever they pick up on you, like your trending, like your stuff. You still keep all your
That's
favorites and all your
interesting.
likes and everything, but like however they figure out your algorithm, you can just start over.
So
So
you
I
have like
pressed that.
days that you have to reteach it.
So what I did is I went into my favorites because I'm pretty adept at keeping all of my favorites, and I just went and watched through all of my favorites, turned off my phone, restarted it, and then I'm back.
Wow.
It started working again. I still get the live, but it's like 1 out of every 15 videos now, whereas before it was like 2 out of every 3. It was driving me nuts.
Wow. That was bold. That was a bold move.
I didn't do it immediately. Like I saw the option, I was like, no, let's see if I can fix this.
Why am I not seeing any lives? Why were you
Melissa, my wife, she was like, yeah, this is, I thought it was everybody. I was like, this is everybody? And she was like, no, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I got put in there, but it was terrible.
Wow.
And they weren't good lives. You would just see like a live. I don't even want to say it. Never mind.
Was it like those weird ones where people
Yes.
are like, yeah, I know the one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you just see, you're like, why is this even here? Like, I've never watched anything like this.
Or like the people who are like sleeping in a bed and like you
Yes.
pay those things to wake them up, like to like play
Jeez,
loud
I'm like,
noises
what is
or like
happening?
shake their bed or like.
Ugh. So yeah, I just deleted
TikTok
everything,
is too far from me.
and I just started walking and just rewatching all of my favorites to like retrain my algorithm.
And it's working. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you want to shout out for video game news before we jump into this week's questions?
There's not a whole lot.
No.
Yeah, this is a.
It was really that NSO thing. Those 6 NES games was really the big news, guys.
Wow.
And
Get
Peanut
Donkey
Butter,
Kong
the
Math.
speed running dog.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, that was the highlight of my week. So
That's probably the highlight of my week too. Like my week has not been great. So yay, peanut butter.
peanut butter. All right, Shiv wants to know, what do you think Nintendo can reasonably do to combat scalpers, as they're saying that they want to for the Switch 2? He says, I thought Steam handled things pretty well with the Steam Deck launch, but I can't see Nintendo locking pre-orders behind needing a Nintendo account with purchases attached. Do you think they can actually manufacture enough to meet the demand?
Have you ever bought anything direct from Nintendo? That website's
They have
not
done
most
that.
days.
They've done the
Controllers.
controllers.
That's a far lesser amount of traffic, I would imagine. NES Joy-Con.
I don't think that they would do it for consoles. I think they kind of almost want it to look like it's hard to get because it's like, oh, I got to grab one when I see one.
That's been their thing, yeah. They did that for the Wii. I don't think they've ever done that since, but I don't think they'll ever shake that reputation. Everybody always assumes that they're suppressing demand on purpose or supply. Yeah, I mean, just they're going to try to make as much. I really think this is on distribution. It's not Nintendo's problem to solve. And I think
That's correct.
we're seeing more and more of like you have to be a Plus member or a Pro member or to be able to pre-order things. I think that's probably the way to go. I think that should help. And then limits, because now you're locking people into a payment and an account. I would hope that would make things easier.
Yeah, stuff like that probably helps. Like you can only buy 2 consoles per household or something like that, or maybe 2-factor authentication or something like that on it.
Do you think they could have released the Switch 2 this year, but they're waiting until next year so that they can just have more time to manufacture?
I don't. I really don't. I don't think that, because I think they would. I don't think they would delay a console because they don't make enough of them. I think they would just get them out there and, like let it. I just don't. I think it's. I honestly think. I think it's games.
Yeah.
I think it's games. I think they're working on either a something or multiple somethings that they just wanted more time. I also think maybe more important than the hardware, I think the Switch is still selling pretty well for its age.
Can I say something? I don't think the demand for the Switch 2 is going to be as wild as we think it is.
That's a take. I don't think we can know that without knowing the game. And if they have like the big Mario game, I think it'll be there. I think it'll be there.
It all depends, I think, on what games are backwards compatible and what's not. Like if they come out with a new, then I can see that now. We're buying a new system.
I mean, I don't expect Switch 2 to outsell Switch 1.
No.
I don't necessarily think it'll be like in the ballpark, really. So I think like out of the gate, I think maybe you expect it to be, but I do think there's like 20 million people that want to Switch as soon as they can get one. And that's a lot for day one. If
you put out the new Pokemon ZA game,
that's a problem.
Yeah, that's 20 million.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. So they should probably hold on to that one for a couple months after launch. I honestly, I think they probably wanted to launch this year. And then like last year when they sold 20 million Switches, they were like, hold up. Wait, let it cook. Like, why rush out a good thing? And what was their target this year? It was like 16 or 18 million. Like, that's a lot.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of hardware in like year 8. It's incredible. I think maybe that has more to do with it than anything else.
Yeah.
it's easy to delay when you don't
Selling
need
still
anything.
good.
Yeah, when you're still making all of your
Still making a lot of money.
all your financial targets. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to get it out there as soon as it dips, and the Switch is like really still yet to dip, as it to like nosedive. It's not like I would be surprised if if the last year of a console if it sold 10 million, you'd be like, wow, it's pretty good. That's literally like doubling that. It's like no, it's doing better than that. It's thriving.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
And I wonder how many they're going to do with that Switch Lite counted in.
You would think most people who want one would have one by now, but no, they're still selling pretty well.
Well, it's because you sell multiples. The people that want one have 4 of them.
That is true.
Your attach rate from hardware to consumer is 4-1.
One feature.
Rebecca, how many Switches do you have?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. TPR wants to know, what do you think is your favorite Nintendo Fitness product and why? He gives examples like Wii Sports, Wii Balance Board, Wii Fit, Ring Fit Adventure, etc. I know Ring Fit's a popular one. I don't have that one, but that's probably their best one, right?
From a pure fitness level, I think so. Yeah.
I only had Wii Fit.
It's an actual workout. Ring Fit.
Oh, jump rope challenge.
Good call. The Wii Fit U had like a pedometer that I carried around for a while. It was pretty cool.
The Pokey Walker.
I'm going to age myself.
That's a good one, actually. That might be the answer.
The Nintendo Power Pad.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I remember having that thing and just, you only played like 2 games, but I played that thing all day.
Pokemon Go, the app.
I was going to say the little Pokeball
That's a
that
great
came
one.
with Pokemon Let's Go that you could use with Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I was playing the shit out of that thing when it actually came out. I bought that stupid, what was it, like $50?
It was like $100.
Like the little Pokeball with a little joystick in it.
It was way more than it needed to be. It had
Man,
like you in it.
The hype of Pokemon Go was like a whole experience. Like talk about a viral moment. Like that thing came on and hit hard for a moment.
People still play it.
Yeah, I know. But you remember when they were like having park takeovers and shit? They put a Pokestop at a Wendy's, fucking run the Wendy's out of business. Like people were going bananas for That was an insane moment.
It was.
That was so cool.
That was like a
Places had to
top
put up signs
top
like,
10
we don't have that
moments
here. Please
in
Yeah, well, years down the road, we're going to talk about like we were there. We remember Pokemon Go. And I bought that little controller because I really like Pokemon Let's Go. And yeah, for a while there, we were doing it. We would go to the parks, we'd drive around, we'd use the Pokeball, we'd go on walks. Like, it was really fun.
Mm-hmm. XBS in chat says the 3DS having coins that you can get for walking with it, and then you could spend them in games.
Yeah.
What they call like play coins or something.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3DS was awesome.
Mm-hmm. G-Man says, for 4th of July, as it recently passed, which Nintendo characters would you allow at a 4th of July party, and who would you trust with fireworks? Oh, boy.
Who's coming to the cookout, Calvin?
I'm trying to think of any of these Nintendo characters be coming to the cookout.
Link. He can cook.
No.
With the little frying pan over the bonfire.
No, he's not coming to the cookout.
Wow.
Absolutely not. I'm trying to think. This is a really good question.
You
know what? Pikachu.
Okay. Like it.
Pikachu hang out. Pikachu, Squirtle. A lot of the Pokemon characters would definitely come.
Well, you get one Pokemon.
Okay. I'll pick Squirtle because he's ganged up. He's gang affiliated.
Facts. Teardrop tattoo and everything. I get it.
No.
It's a water symbol.
I like it. Let's see who else. Peach. Need a hottie there. Need one. At least one.
You sure Peach doesn't put raisins in her potato salad?
That's a good
She
point.
looks like the raisins.
She looks like she might put raisins in her potato
100%
salad.
she does.
We might have to take Rosalina.
Who are we trusting with the fireworks?
Luigi.
Just him doing fireworks sounds hilarious.
I was thinking Toad with the fireworks.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Should be like an Animal Crossing character, actually.
Probably. Oh yeah, Isabelle actually like has fireworks. I think in her Smash.
I was gonna say
Oh, yeah.
Captain, because Captain just looks like he's there for the 4th of July. Like
Yeah.
he just walked up 4th of July. He's got the whole look and everything.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's good. Kyle the Pug asked. He says, "I asked a while ago what your top 3 worst shiny Pokemon were, but now what are your overall top 3 favorite shinies?"
Look here, bro. I don't know.
Best shiny
Tatsugiri.
Pokemon.
Tatsugiri is like one of my favorites. I love Tatsugiri. It's white. It's just pure
Who?
white. Tatsugiri.
I'm not fucking with that pure white. Mm-mm.
He's like a little sushi fish. I really like Ponyta and Rapidash. They go from like their regular fire flame to blue fire flames.
Those are not real names.
Ninetales.
I really like. Oh, Ninetales is a good one. He turns like gray. Yeah. Ho-Oh turns like a shimmery gold. Obviously, Gyarados. Red Gyarados
Muck.
is iconic.
Obviously.
Mock.
He's like, I'm looking at his website. It's like tie-dye. Maybe an Alolan Muck.
Oh, that's the Alolan Muck. Yeah.
Alolan Muck is awesome.
Yeah. Vaporeon turns like pink.
Okay, I like Vaporeon. It's dope.
Starmie.
I like Starmie. Starmie's good.
It's one of my favorites.
Ooh, Applin turns from a red apple to a green apple. That's awesome.
Green apple's kind of whack.
Yeah. Great question, Kyle.
Charizard.
Does he just change color?
He turns black.
Oh,
Okay.
That's the answer.
Wow.
Let's go, Charizard. He's invited to the cookout now.
Wow.
Only shiny
Vaporeon's
Charizard.
good. I just passed a picture of Vaporeon.
Yeah, he's like a pinkish. Yeah. All right, very good.
Most of these I don't like.
Any others?
They're so bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad shinies.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are terrible.
Finally, moving on to our final question of the day. D. Johnson wants to know, what TV show that you've watched this year would you like to see as a video game?
I
I don't think I've watched any shows.
trying to think of shows I've watched that are like new. Because all my answers would be like old ass shows. Like Dexter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love Dexter. Oh, Dexter's so good.
That'd have been a great video game.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else would have been a great video game. Trying to think of modern stuff.
I did watch True Detective Night Country. That's an easy
True
video
Detective would make a good video game. Like a
Yeah, it's an
Telltale
easy
True
video
Detective
game.
series maybe or something like that would be really cool.
Guys, they should make a video game out of that new TV show Fallout. That would be like a really good idea for
Wow.
a video game.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Oh, dude.
Not bad.
X-Men 97.
Oh, that is the answer.
That is the answer.
That is the answer. Make it in the style of the old X-Men arcade.
Didn't
Updated
the
graphics.
1UP do that? They took the old X-Men game, but they put it in like an X-Men 97 like wrapped cabinet. But it's like just
Yeah,
the standard
it's,
old
it's
game.
still the same game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same game.
I almost bought like, you can't fool me. What up?
I don't really watch TV shows.
Neither do I. And a lot of the ones that I do watch, they're old. I started watching the Dallas Cowboy thing with my wife, and then, like she always does, she started watching it without me. So now I can't even finish
Wow, rude.
It's good.
it. Right? And I told her, I was like, this is why we don't watch TV together. She's done this like 4 or 5 times. She was like, "You were playing a video game." I was like, "So we're just never. I just never get to watch the show. Like,
Does she not
can't
ask
watch-
you? She doesn't
you can't
ask,
watch
like,
something else." You have
hey,
to
do you want to
watch-
stop playing the game so we can watch? Bluey. Oh, they already made a Bluey.
That's true. It's on Game Pass.
Video game.
Yeah, heard it's good.
I love Bluey.
Blue's awesome.
I finished Who Killed WCW. Did you watch that, Delvin?
I did not watch that yet.
It's mostly the same, but I thought the final episode was actually really good.
Did they get to the answer?
Not really. The final episode's really good because you find out a lot, or at least I found out a lot more details about the whole deal falling through, WWE buying it out and stuff. Like, there's a little bit more stuff that I don't think has been widely reported, like on the
There was a
docu
lot
stuff.
of people trying to buy WCW who couldn't
Well,
buy it.
they had a deal in place. I did not know that there was a deal in place. It was announced and everything. It was in the paper. It was all done.
Wasn't it Eric Bischoff and his group?
Yeah. And then once it was announced, then other folks started to get involved, and suddenly it was not announced anymore.
Vince screwed him up out the deal, essentially.
Yeah, he did. You know,
It's kind of fucked up, but it's smart.
It's 100% he did.
Like he got it for like less too. That's the crazy thing about
Well,
it.
because he told him you guys could keep the TV, right? The TV rights was the expense. But yeah.
Was nobody going to tell me that they were making a Netflix series based on the game Exploding Kittens?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know anything about
That's
any
a
of that.
card game, and it's really fun, but they're apparently making a Netflix series.
Good night, Garrett. This one's for you.
Weird.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Anyway, that's all for this week.
Oh,
Well,
There
we
was
tried.
a Dexter game?
on PC? I need to look this up.
What?
See if I can play
Dexter,
this
the
on
game
PC.
for mobile and PC.
Sounds like one of those DS license tie-ins.
Oh, it looks awful.
Oh, that's probably
Oh,
why I
it
don't
looks
know about
not great. Oh. No.
I want to ask Delvin this. Barring comic book heroes, because they're like superheroes, they're their own thing.
Yes.
What is your favorite license tie-in? Because you love this license shit.
Walking Dead's up there.
I count that in the
Walking Dead's-
comic stuff.
Okay.
Get out of the comic. I wanted you to dig deeper. Get out of the comic stuff.
It's shit. You might count that as comics too. Because my favorite licensed game is probably the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that. I mean, I know it is, but like for whatever reason, I wouldn't count that one.
Chronicles of
that one
Riddick is up there. The Wheelman, which is which is just Vin Diesel. It's a Fast and Furious game. I'm not under Fast and Furious. Wheelman's another one. The DuckTales game.
GoldenEye.
DuckTales. I was
cool.
going to say DuckTales.
Woohoo.
DuckTales game is really good. The Darkwing Duck game is really good. But that's a superhero.
Transformers. You like the platinum one, right?
Transformers my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I tease him a lot. He loves licensed stuff.
I do.
All of it.
Around when I was a kid.
Yeah. There was a lot more of that, I guess, then.
A lot more. Yeah, that's all.
See, when
we
I
had
think
to
of
play.
licensed stuff, I generally have like a bad taste in my mouth. But the only thing that I really think of is I think of like DS and Wii games just flooding the shelves with like TV and cartoon properties that were just like shit games.
I forgot that DS and 3DS came out with so many like licensed.
So
video
many.
games.
So many.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
I didn't realize they had like a bunch of Adventure Time games. They had a regular show game. They had a Gravity Falls game. Like, oh,
It's like generally, not always, but generally when I hear there's like a license signing, my initial reaction is almost always negative. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. Because I'm always
They are a lot-
expecting the worst.
they are a lot better than they used to be.
Yeah, but even now we still get the SpongeBob and the Nicktoons and shit. Like, it's
Oh,
not great.
Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
Those are good. The SpongeBob games are pretty decent.
I think SpongeBob games should be a lot better for the IP. They should be
I
better.
agree.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I don't play World of Warcraft.
I did not know that was a real
Yeah.
quote until
Yeah.
recently.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Have you never watched that episode?
No, I don't like South Park. I hate that show.
You have to watch the World of Warcraft episode. That's iconic.
Oh wait, I have seen that one.
Yes,
I have
it
seen
is.
that.
Yeah,
one.
that's where that's.
South Park Stick of Truth. Excellent game.
That is an excellent video game. Very well. Good. Well put. I love that game. And I don't even like turn-based stuff. And I was here for just the interactions were so much fun
Very
to
good.
watch. And it looked amazing. It looked just like the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Animation was superb.
The fractured butthole and Stick of Truth.
That was one of my favorite E3 moments. Where they just announced the game, The Fractured Butthole.
Great game.
No, they didn't just
title.
walk
That's a good
out on
title.
stage and do this shit.
Very
But
good.
of course they did. Oh, that's great. That's good stuff. Those are great Switch games too.
All right. Well, I think that is going to do it for this week. Not too much going on.
No news.
If any of our listeners made it to the end of the show, I'm so sorry.
Why?
I hope so.
Why did you do this? What's wrong?
So, hope you made it.
We'll
Not a
try
long
to
episode.
We'll try better next
try to
time.
do a little more next week.
Nah. Why bother? No.
I'm stalling so that we can make it exactly an hour.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
And a new trailer for the F1 movie is out. Brad Pitt. Looks great.
How is F1
Handsome
movie?
man.
What do they do? Race
It's-
cars?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's how that works.
They've been doing that since
Why?
the movies were movies.
What's the exposition?
The trailer doesn't show a whole lot of it. We'll have to find out.
You have to win the race.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, I saw Inside Out 2 this week. It was really good.
I haven't seen one yet.
I haven't seen it.
One is very good. You should watch 1 and then you should watch 2.
Probably.
You do that and I'll watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
No deal.
2.
Delvin can take the deal. I'm not taking the deal.
I gotta watch 2 movies?
All right, Koopalings, we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?